Welcome to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell from the B.B. Comer Memorial Library here in Sylacauga. Before I get started, I want to thank TV47 and especially Chris for helping us put on our program, all the work that goes into that. So we're very appreciative of them. Today joining me is Bryanna Belser. She is Miss Heart of Dixie's Teen for 2024. Correct. Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
I'm so glad you've joined us today.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's great to be out of school this week.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. When were you crowned Miss Heart of Dixie's Teen?
October 1st, 2024, so it's been about a month, and I love it. I love having this title. It's so much fun.
Well, you've already been very busy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Haven't you? Gosh, I know you were crowned in that beautiful red dress I saw
Thank
the
you.
pictures. And so what have you been doing so far in this month of being Miss Heart of Dixie's Teen?
Yes, ma'am. Appearances all the time, constantly. Really, it's just school and appearances. I've been all over the state of Alabama, not just Jasper, Alabama, so it's been absolutely amazing. I love having this title, and I'm so excited for state this year.
Wow, that is exciting. Now that comes along when? When is the state competition?
Sometime in March, always the first weekend of March, and it is at Thompson High School in Alabaster.
Okay, it was here for several years, but
Yes,
I think
ma'am.
they outgrew
Yes, ma'am.
our auditorium. So
It's
that's
about, last year, 40 girls, around 40 girls, so it's a lot of girls.
That is great. It's a lot of fun. I remember going to that. And it
Yes,
was a lot of fun.
ma'am.
Now I have to ask, you're Miss Heart of Dixie's Teen, and that is based in Jasper, right?
Yes.
How can you live in Sylacauga and be Miss Heart of Dixie's Teen?
Well, this competition was an open competition, which means it's open to really anyone, but a closed competition is only available to the area. So Jasper, thankfully, it was an open competition. That's why I was able to do it. So like I said, I'm not just in Jasper. I'm kind of all over the state of Alabama doing different things.
I think that's great because you can. It's not that far to Jasper. You can go and
Not really, no. As many times as we've been up there just out of this month, it's getting pretty easy.
Good, good. Well, I didn't even ask this. Tell about yourself. School, other things.
Yes, so my name is Bryanna Belser. I'm a junior at Sylacauga High School. I'm involved in SGA, Student Council, and FBLA, and I'm so excited for this year. Like I said, I'm involved in a lot of community service at my high school, not just with Student Council, but with peer helpers as well. I'm actually doing a donation drive at my high school for clothing and hygiene products and food. So I'm very involved in the school system. Like I said, my junior year, so I'm super excited.
Wow, that's great. Well, you are a busy girl.
Yes,
I know.
ma'am.
Hard to balance all of that and school, I'm sure.
You get used to it. I've been competing since I was 6 years old, but I've been in the Miss America organization for about, this is on my third year. So you get used to having to balance community service and pageants and doing school, but I also dance. I've been dancing since I was 3, so my talent, I've been dancing. So I go from Trustville to Jasper and wherever I have to go, but thankfully I'm dual enrolled this year, so my schedule, I get out at 9:30 every day, so it's been really nice to be able to get out of school, then go and leave to do community service projects.
Oh, that is wonderful, and you're learning to balance, to manage it, which is a real life adult skill.
Yes.
It's not just an adult skill, it's a student skill also.
Yes, school in general, you have to already balance, so being on top of extracurricular activities and pageants is a lot.
Yes,
but I enjoy it. I balance it out well. I've been able to drive myself to some of my appearances, which has been really nice.
And you have a lot of support from your family.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
know. Your mom and your mom's wonderful. She's a former Miss Sylacauga, correct? Yes, I thought so. Tell me about your community service initiative.
So my community service initiative is Feed the Need, where it's highlighting helping families one essential at a time, and I highlight economic insecurities, which are food insecurities, clothing insecurities, hygiene insecurities, and I make toiletry bags, and I put hygiene products such as toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner, toothbrushes, etc., and I give them out to not only homeless shelters, but food shelters as well, and just homeless individuals that I see out in the streets. I'll keep some in my car if I can. Whenever I see someone in need, I just try to help. So I've been working with my high school to do donation drives for shelters around Sylacauga, and I'm doing a lot more projects.
That's great, because that's a lot of items to buy and bag and all of that.
Yes, ma'am. Thankfully, I have an Amazon storefront. You can go on my Facebook, Feed the Need, and you can order products, and they deliver straight to my house for me to package my toiletry bags. So
wonderful. That's wonderful. And it's nice that you're looking for ways you can use that. You see, you just see someone
Yes,
or there's a
ma'am.
drive at your school, things like that.
yes, ma'am.
That's great. And that's something you've been doing a while, I guess.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes. I also get donations from companies as well. The owning group actually gives me donations. I recently just got $500 worth so I can make my bags. So it's really nice to have a support team and other people help.
That is great. Why did you choose this project, Feed the Need?
Well, I was at an event in Birmingham when I was little, and it was a festival, and I saw a homeless man digging in the trash can. I asked my mom, like, why is he digging in the trash can? She said, well, he must be homeless. So I gave him some of my food because I felt really bad. It just made me realize not everyone is as fortunate as us. There's people that have to dig in the trash can for their next meal or don't know when their next meal is. And it really opened my eyes and said, wow, I need to help. I mean, you can do other things, such as you don't just have to give them money. You can donate your clothes to food shelters or clothing shelters. You can donate food to food shelters. There's more you can do except for just give money. And that's why I do my drives and my toiletry bags, because they don't have the things that we have, unfortunately. So just little things mean a lot to them. And I've realized that as I've given out to the community.
Wow, and I'm just very pleased that even at your young age that you're seeing that
Yes,
in other
ma'am.
people. That
It's important. It really is.
There are people that need our help.
Yes, ma'am.
Can help. That is great. I know you have enjoyed doing that. I know the people are very, very grateful to
Yes,
get them.
ma'am.
Wow, and your friends help you along? on
Yes,
that?
they do. I'm actually going to try to get them to help me package some bags because I have to make 500 of my toiletry bags. So
Oh, my
I actually
goodness.
text them. I was like, hey, you guys, I got a little project for you. Would you want to help me? So they'll be coming over sometime and helping me package them because that's a lot. And I'm very happy I'm able to give them out.
Yeah.
But it's always nice to have a little extra help making them.
Oh, yes, and the others get to share in the joy, too.
Yes,
doing
ma'am.
That is awesome. Well, I'll tell you, we're going to pause for a commercial break, and we'll be right back and talk some more with Bryanna.
The Maxie Veazey Senior Adult Activity Center offers the senior citizens in the Sylacauga and surrounding areas lots of fantastic activities throughout the week. Sewing, ladies bridge, quilting, game-o-rama, ceramic classes, bingo, travel club, and lots more. It's all at the Maxie Veazey Senior Adult Activity Center located next to the J. Craig Smith Community Center in Sylacauga. Don't spend any more time alone. Get out, make new friends, and have fun.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
The all-new Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our remodeled and expanded pharmacy gives us the space to serve more patients. We've added a drive-through window for those times when you don't feel like getting out of your vehicle. And we still offer delivery within city limits. We feature a full line of over-the-counter medications and supplements. And don't forget our stunning new gift department. New building, same great people. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Bryanna Belser. She is Miss Heart of Dixie's Teen 2024, and that is because the state pageant is at 2024. Is that
Yes.
correct? Okay, good. I want to make sure I had the right date there.
Yes, ma'am.
You were talking about your community service initiative. I know it used to be called platform, but this really says more what it is, community service.
Yes, ma'am.
It's initiated by you, and it does help your community here and in Jasper and wherever
Yes,
you are
ma'am.
around the state.
Yes, ma'am.
That's great. I know you sent us some pictures, let's see, of some places you have been able to do community service. There you are. I know that was a happy night.
Yes, it was. I cried. We had to fix my makeup and everything. So I was very, very happy, very overjoyed, and I'm just very thankful and grateful for the opportunity to be able to serve as Miss Heart of Dixie's Teen 2024.
All right.
So I actually went to the Coosa County Central High School, and I gave toiletry items to the women's basketball team because they were really in need. So I went up there last week and did that, and I was so happy. They were really, really excited, so it made me really happy.
Good.
So this was an event that I went to. It's called National Day of the Girls event, and it was in Montgomery at Troy University. And I got to hear a bunch of speakers and women leaders, and they got to talk to us, and it was really empowering. And these are my friends, Brooke and Bree. They're actually, they have their own nonprofit organization called Women in Training. So they partnered with me to help with the Central High School bags. They donated some items to me.
Wow.
So they're super sweet. They're absolutely amazing.
That is nice.
And this is me from Central High School.
With the bags that
Yes,
you gave.
ma'am.
Yes, that's wonderful.
So this was me in Jasper, Alabama. I was reading my book to a preschool, and they were so sweet. They were so interested. I can't wait for the book to be printed, but it is online on Amazon and on Audible.
Good. We're going to talk more about that after we look
Yes,
at the pictures.
ma'am.
Oh, I
It's
know
another
they were
picture.
excited.
Yes, they were. They called me a princess. I felt so like royalty. I was like, oh my
Yes,
goodness.
well, you are. You got a crown. all
Thank
that.
you.
Oh, this is the Connect Her.
Yes, ma'am, it was. It was absolutely amazing. I loved hearing the speakers. These were some of my mom's friends. They're so sweet. This is a table that I sat at. And then this was the ball drop with Margaret Morton and
Nancy Dixon.
Nancy Dixon,
that's
yes,
it.
ma'am. They were so sweet. I got to be able to speak at the football game, and I got to tell them about what I do. Then I got to announce the winners of the ball drop.
Oh, how
It was so
fun.
fun seeing all the balls. Like, they were so high up.
Yes.
And it was so fun.
That is fun to watch.
This is me at Beautiful Boutique in Montgomery, Alabama. I'm actually currently still doing a clothing drive. When you purchase an item from them, it goes 50% goes to Feed the Need. So,
Oh, that's wonderful.
yes, ma'am. And this is me getting the toiletry items for the Central High School. Like I said, Women in Training, they donated. They were so generous and donated so much to us. This is me at the Forge event for breast cancer awareness. I got to greet people there at that event, and it was so much fun.
Everybody in pink, I know.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. This is me at the Capitol. Like I said, I went to Montgomery for the National Day of the Girls, and I got to take photos from the Capitol.
I think that's it. Those are great. I know that's just some of what you've been
Yes,
doing
ma'am.
in a month. Or
Yes.
maybe you have been very busy.
Yes, ma'am.
That is good. But it is nice to hear how you said your friends have their own nonprofit and y'all work together.
Yes,
That's what
ma'am.
it's all about.
Yes,
isn't it?
ma'am.
Working together.
Networking, connecting with each
Yes,
other.
Yes, and being able to help each other.
Yes.
Great. Well, you girls, all of you girls, I'm very impressed with your initiative and
Thank
your
you.
drive at this young age. Tell me more about your book, Bryanna's Story.
Yes, so it is about homelessness and teaching children that not everyone, unfortunately, is as fortunate as us. And it's really important. In reading it, I asked them, do you guys know what a homeless person is, or have you ever encountered an interaction with a homeless person? And a lot of people knew what a homeless person was, and some people didn't. So I did tell them, it's someone that's unfortunately not as fortunate as us or is unhoused. And I just kind of let them know, whatever acts of kindness you can do to help is really, really important, especially nowadays. Any act of kindness just helps a lot, if you're fortunate or not. It's really important.
Absolutely.
So that's what it's about. And like I said, hopefully I'm able to print it out and publish it. Like I said, it is on Amazon and on Audible if you guys want to read it.
That's how we can read it now, but
Yes.
you hope to get it
Yes,
published.
ma'am.
That's great. Well, have fun. I know the kids were enlightened. I know when I was that little, or when my children were little, we didn't know about, well, there weren't as many, well, maybe there were as many homeless people, and I just didn't know, but it's
Yes,
great that you're
ma'am.
bringing them. And I know sometimes I hesitate to give money to someone that I don't know because I don't know how they're going to use it, but you're
Yes, ma'am.
giving items.
Yes, ma'am. And like I
Yes.
said, a lot of people have that same perspective about it.
Right.
And I mean, whenever I see, sometimes when I don't have my bags and I see someone that is homeless, I give them about, a couple bucks, $5,
yeah, sure,
$3. So I give them something. But that's why I like to have my bags in my car, so I'm able to give that to them, because I know that can go longer. If they use the money in the right way, it can go longer, but if they don't, at least I know the bags will. It'll help them.
Yes, that is great. Well, like I said, I'm just still very impressed with all that. What inspired you to write the book?
I had an interaction with a homeless man at an event in Birmingham, and I saw him digging in the trash can.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
No, you're
my
all
bad. I
good.
just asked you that. I just think that's very interesting. So you just decided to put it in a book form?
Yes,
in
ma'am.
book form.
Yes, ma'am.
So
To
other
educate people further. I mean, I'm
Yes.
doing as much as I can by educating and letting people
Yes.
know, but putting it in a book is just better, especially because a children's book, because not a lot of kids know about homelessness,
Right.
unfortunately. So, I mean, adults can read it obviously as well,
Sure.
but children, it's nice to educate them as well. Even though they are young, I mean, you can still make a difference in your community.
Absolutely, yes.
So it's really important.
Well, that's great. Sorry about that. I
No,
just am
you're all
carried
good.
away
I
with
understand.
Oh, all right. And you've had a chance to share it with some kids, and maybe you can share it some more
Yes,
in other
ma'am.
schools and preschools and things like that. That'd be great. Now we're going to talk about the competition, and it's not a pageant anymore. I know, because it is more than just being beautiful.
Yes.
Because everyone is beautiful.
Yes, ma'am.
But it's about competing and
Yes.
about bettering yourself. Let's say you were crowned a month ago. What all went on? What is your talent? What did you have to do in that competition?
Yes, ma'am. So my talent is Shut Up and Dance With Me by Walk the Moon. It's a jazz acro dance. And the competition consists of you have to do an interview, on-stage question, your evening gown, fitness, and talent. That's all the main things that you have to do.
Okay.
And then at state, there's other optional things that you can get, like community service awards. You can get non-finalist awards for talent and interview. There's a lot that you can get. You just don't have to place in those exact things. They give out so much more. But that's what I had to do that's how prelims go. That's what you have to compete in to be able to qualify for a prelim or to even win or place in a prelim.
Yes.
So it's a lot, but the preparation, it's really nice. I have a very good support team behind me, and it's really important to have a support team with you. I have my dance coach, my interview coach, so it's really nice.
Goodness. Now you said your dance is acro?
Jazz acro, yes, ma'am.
What is that?
So jazz acro is kind of, you have not hip hop, but jazz is, I always compare, a lot of people compare jazz and hip hop. They're like, isn't it the same thing, just kind of like laid down? But no, hip hop is way more. I'm not a hip hop dancer personally, so that's why I say jazz acro. Acro, you have your cartwheels, backbends.
Acrobatics.
Yes,
more,
ma'am. And then
yes.
jazz is just a little bit more like subtle than hip hop, I say. So it consists of both of those, and I've been doing that dance for 5 years now.
Oh,
so
my
it's been a
goodness, yeah.
really, really long time, but I love it so much. I actually won talent at Miss Heart of Dixie's team.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, ma'am.
That is great. Well, I know a lot of practice goes into that.
Yes.
I know, but that's great. And now I know you said, we got a couple of minutes before we go to commercial break, you compete in evening gown, interview.
Yes.
Now, interview is the one you have to really prepare for, I
Yes,
would
ma'am.
think. What kind of things do you do to prepare for that?
Mock interviews with my
okay.
support team,
Yes.
and then just going over basic questions like appearances really help. Like this appearance right now is
Right,
an interview,
yeah.
so it helps you prepare for state or any pageant that you do. Most likely, any pageant that you're in, you're gonna have an interview process, most likely. But just having one-on-one conversations with your friends and family really help. I remember when I was preparing for state last year, I had my questions printed out, and I told my friends, and when we didn't have anything to do in class, hey, can you ask me these questions? So it's just,
Yeah.
you don't even have to have an interview coach. Your friends or family can just coach you.
Right.
So that's what they did when we were in gym, PE. Like, hey, I'm gonna give you my phone, here are my questions. Can you read them off to me and just tell me, give me any feedback
Yeah.
on it? So,
That is
yes,
great.
ma'am.
A support system is wonderful,
Yes,
isn't it?
it is.
But that is great because you're learning to speak in public,
Yes.
which is a great life skill beyond pageants.
And also my dual enrollment class I take is a public speaking class. So
Oh,
it
my
really
goodness.
helps. Yes, ma'am. I was really happy that I took that this year. It's fun of oral communications. So actually before the pageant, I was reading over our book because we have to buy a book for the class.
Okay,
And
yeah.
it gives you all these key things to remember when you're doing public speaking. And I used them in my interview and on stage. So it really helped. And I told my teacher, thank you. Like I won my title, so thank you. I'm so happy I'm in this class because it helped. And public speaking is something that unfortunately a lot of people are afraid of.
Yes, they are.
Even adults, I mean, they're still afraid of public speaking. So I'm very thankful that I had the gift of public speaking because
do.
not a lot of people unfortunately can do public speaking.
Well, you are doing a great job,
Thank
I'll tell
you.
We're going to pause for a commercial break, and we'll be right back and talk some more with Bryanna.
There's a lot in life to smile about. Are loose dentures or missing teeth keeping you from enjoying the things you love? Don't miss out on enjoying life's precious moments. You can be you again with affordable mini dental implants. You can smile again, laugh out loud, and have your self-confidence back. Let us help you make it memorable.
I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
Great. What am I going to do now?
Time to visit Brown's Auto Collision.
No problem at all. We've contacted your insurance company and we can get you back into original condition right away. And I just want to remind you that all of our work is covered by a lifetime warranty. We're done.
Wow, that was easy and looks great.
Brown's Auto Collision.
Where quality is no accident.
The all-new Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our remodeled and expanded pharmacy gives us the space to serve more patients. We've added a drive-through window for those times when you don't feel like getting out of your vehicle. And we still offer delivery within city limits. We feature a full line of over-the-counter medications and supplements. And don't forget our stunning new gift department. New building, same great people. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Bryanna Belser. She is Miss Heart of Dixie's Teen 2024. And I guess first I'll say, you know, people don't really understand what Miss Teen is. Miss Heart of Dixie's Teen is just the younger version of Miss Heart of Dixie.
Yes.
And when you go to the state competition, you'll be competing to be Miss Alabama's teen. And that's the same as Miss Alabama, just a younger,
yes, ma'am.
version. I think it's wonderful.
I think of it as like sisters, like where you got the big sister, then you have the little sister.
That is true. That's right. Oh gosh. So you have probably a great relationship with Miss Heart of Dixie.
Yes,
I know
ma'am.
Y'all do a lot of appearances and things.
Yes,
together.
ma'am. We're actually going to do the Christmas parade in Tuscaloosa. That's where she goes to school, University of Alabama.
Yeah.
So she's a Crimsonette on the team. So she's so sweet. I remember when we were crowned, we were talking. And we were talking about it would be so great if we were crowned together. And we ended up getting crowned together in the same title as well. I'm just teen and she's Miss.
Yes.
So it's absolutely amazing. She's so sweet.
Wow. And I know doing all this, you've made a lot of friends.
Yes.
A lot of friendships that will last a long time.
Yes, ma'am. The sisterhood in the Miss America organization is absolutely amazing. These are the young women that we'll be with for the rest of our lives, invite us to weddings and other events.
Yes.
And I remember when I was crowned, I had 3 of my best friends were in the audience, and I didn't know. I didn't know who was all out there. I just knew it was my mom and my grandma.
Yeah.
So when I was on stage taking photos, fixing my makeup because I was crying so much, I remember turning around and they were behind and we just started screaming. And they're so sweet. And I love this organization, how close they bring young women together.
Yes, that's great.
And having friends with the same interests as well is just amazing. Yes.
That's true. We were talking about when you were crowned, or what girls need to do to compete. We talked about interview, on-stage question. That's one thing that scares a lot of people. But how is that difficult? I mean, yes, it probably is. But
I'm not gonna lie, I still get nervous being a pageant girl and speaking all the time. I do get nervous, especially with interview and on-stage question. I just think of it as your interview just out in the public. You're just asking. It's the same thing. It does. Some people say it gets nerve-wracking because your parents are out there and they're listening. But I think I like it better, like with my mom listening to me, so she can give me feedback on what I need to do better. So, but it's not that bad, in my opinion. It's not. I know some girls rather do the interview instead of on-stage question, but they normally ask you about your community service initiative. That's what I'm always asked. Some people get asked like your extracurricular activities, but most of the time it's your community service. So obviously I know that like the back of my head. So it's really easy. It just depends on the way that they ask it. Sometimes it can be kind of tricky, but I've never really struggled, thankfully, with on-stage question or interview. They're really easy for me. I like public speaking, so I do it a lot. So it's really easy for me.
That's great. That's great. And there's no longer swimsuit. I mean, in the Miss organization, the Miss Heart of Dixie, there used to be swimsuit. There's always been fitness in the Miss team.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is involved in the fitness?
Well, now we don't do an actual fitness routine. We just model our Rebel wear. If you don't have Rebel, it just has to be anything bred, because Rebel is sometimes really hard to get to, especially because we're all ordering, trying to get our stuff in, and sometimes they don't have your size. So I remember for Heart of Dixie, I had a Lululemon red tank and the Rebel pants. So I was mismatched, but as long as it's red. But I enjoy the fitness now. I like modeling. I think it's easier for me at least, because I'm not a super bulky person, so it's easier for me. But a lot of people miss the way fitness used to be. You know, you have your cute little routine, but I like the modeling. I think it's fun.
But it has to show that you're fit.
Yes.
And
yes.
I like that. It's not so much in a swimsuit beauty, which there's nothing wrong with beauty, but it's more, we should try to be fit, which makes us beautiful. I think, you know, I think that is wonderful. Talk about the scholarships that you've received, or scholarships that are there for girls to receive.
So the Miss American organization is an amazing scholarship program. As a junior in high school, scholarship money is very much needed, especially going about to be a senior in high school. And I've received over $1,000 for the scholarship money just from the 3 years I've competed, well, going on my 3rd year competing. And I just encourage people to get involved. Even if you don't place in top 15, you can still get scholarship money. Like they give dressing room mom scholarship money, non-finalist scholarship, congeniality. Like there's so many scholarship opportunities that you can get from competing. And it's absolutely amazing. I mean, if I win Miss Alabama Teen, my college is paid for. Like that's just so mind-blowing to me that an organization could literally pay for my future. So it's amazing. I just encourage people to get involved. If you have any younger kids, the Rising Star program is a great way to start. That's where I started out. And I remember when I aged out, my mom can also testify, I cried watching the Rising Star because I missed it so much. It's so amazing. I did it for about 3-4 years. And it's so nice being able to have someone to look up to and say, man, that's what I want to do when I get older. And now I'm competing in the teen, and I grew up watching the Miss Alabama competition. So scholarship money is amazing for the Miss America organization, and get involved.
That's great. Do you know what your plans for school? I know you're just a junior, you've got a while.
Yes,
ma'am. What do you think you want to do?
Well, currently I want to attend Auburn University and be an aviation lawyer, so I want to have a minor in pre-law and a concentration in aviation.
Wow. Well, War Eagle. I'm an
Thank
Auburn
you.
graduate.
Yes,
so
War Eagle.
Gosh, well, that is exciting that you know what you want. And you may change, but you've got an idea and a goal to shoot for.
Yes, ma'am.
That is great. We've got about a minute left. What else are your other plans as Miss Heart of Dixie's teen? Any more appearances? I know Christmas is coming.
Yes, ma'am. So definitely do more appearances. That's the entire plan for this entire year. My Feed the Need is becoming a nonprofit organization.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, ma'am. So that's absolutely amazing. I was so grateful and thankful to be able to have that opportunity. So I'm going to do way more with that, and then do more stuff around the state of Alabama, and even in Sylacauga with my school districts. Not only Sylacauga, but Pinecrest, Nichols-Lawson, Indian Valley. And just prepare for state, because state will be coming up really soon. We're already almost in December. So the year is going by super quickly. We have to prepare, and I'm so excited for not only my events, but the girls, our teen girls, they have events as well that we'll get invited to. Like we're actually having a girls' day at the Capitol soon. So not only do I do appearances, but I also do events and appearances with my other teen friends. We'll get together for lunches sometimes. So it's amazing. This organization has really changed me as a person and given me so many opportunities.
You and I could talk another hour.
Yes, ma'am.
But we are out of time. Thank you so much for joining me on Library Connection.
Thank you.